Here are your headlines at 6 o'clock. Advisors to the Conservative Party chairman Nadhim Zahawi say he won't resign as it's revealed that he paid a penalty to resolve his tax dispute while he was Chancellor.
Millions of UK households will be rewarded for turning the lights off tonight as the cold weather puts pressure on power supplies.
Well, this comes as energy firms face an investigation following a sharp rise in the number of homes being forced onto prepayment meters. Hundreds of thousands of customers have now been switched onto the more expensive tariff.
Designer dogs and organised crime. A new investigation finds bulldogs being bred with extreme features and then sold for huge sums of money.
Rolling back the years in the Premier League, how Arsenal and Manchester United delivered a thriller as Arsenal snatch a late win to pass another test of their title-winning credentials.
Good morning. We've got a northwest-southeast split in the weather today. In the southeast, it's cold, it's frosty. We've got some fog, some of which will be slow to clear, but where it does, we'll see some sunshine. Whereas in the northwest, it's mild, it's cloudy, and we've got some patchy rain.
A look at the front pages of the morning's newspapers now, and the Metro leads with questions surrounding the BBC chairman Richard Sharp's alleged involvement in Boris Johnson's personal finances before Mr Johnson recommended him for the role as chairman of the BBC. As Murray was saying when bringing us that story a little while ago, both men deny any wrongdoing. The Daily Mirror pictures Nadhim Zahawi, Rishi Sunak and Mr Johnson with the headline, "They still don't get it." Well, the Daily Express focuses on Boris Johnson popping up in Ukraine. The Eye says that energy firms will respond to the government considering a ban on the forcible installation of prepayment meters by increasing prices. The National Grid says, the Telegraph says that the National Grid is getting ready to pay people to use less energy as the country faces days of cold weather. The Star reports on the boss of Tesco criticising food firms for charging too much for household essentials. And the Mail publishes a report claiming to show that a majority of households receive more financial support from the government than they pay in tax. The Guardian has figures suggesting the government won't reach its target of generating £1 trillion a year from exports until 2035. An investigation by the Times newspaper has found that more than 40 British universities have entered into working partnerships with Chinese counterparts with alleged links to the genocide of Uyghur Muslims in China. There is, however, no suggestion that any of the institutions had any idea that that was the case. And The Sun leads with a pay dispute between the judges on the show Britain's Got Talent. Now, if you want to see those front pages again and read the stories attached, scan that QR code.